Orchestra under the direction of John Rigby. Fantastic. And ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome the Blaze Aerobatic Display Team. Give them a big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. And for our display commentary, here's James.
Well, good evening, Belton. My name's James, and I'm going to commentate for you as the Blades do their display. And the guys are flying towards each other for the double cross manoeuvre. Now, watch the bottom two aircraft. They're going to snap roll away. Now watch the middle two aircraft as they're going to pull upwards and then fly backwards through their own smoke. Now for those of you right at the back, Blade 4 is Andy Evans, who's taking centre stage here. Those at the front might not be able to see him just as he disappears over the house, but he's going to pull up, he's going to end up upside down, and he's going to push -4G for an outside loop. So the blood is basically going to bulge in his head, and he gets to the top, he's going to stall, and then snap roll back down to Belton. Now he's going to appear just over the house here, and he's going to come down nice and low and put the aircraft into an upward going spin. Now this spin is called a launcherat, and it's actually a Czechoslovakian word which means to give you a headache, and you can probably appreciate why. Now Blade 4 will be back for some more solo flying later, but for now, if you look beyond the house and around the house, you'll see Blades 1, 2 and 3 flying towards us for the Blades twinkle rolls. You can just hear the distant blows of them coming over the house. Here they are for the twinkle rolls. Blade 4 does not like to be missed out. He's going to come down nice and low and over the top here, and he's going to eventually rejoin Blades 1, 2 and 3. Now very quickly, in case you haven't heard of the Blades before, we're a full-time civilian aerobatic display team based here in the United Kingdom. This is our 7th year of display flying, and all the pilots are former RAF pilots who all served operationally flying fast jets, and they've all flown in the Red Arrows as well. So between them, they have well over 30,000 hours of flying experience, both in the RAF and in the civilian world. So that's the Blaze display team flying here for you this evening at a rather dreary Belton house, but hopefully it's going to be exciting now that we're here. Anyway, the team are going to pull up for a formation loop, and they're going to twist towards us, probably tighten to about 7G in the turn, coming nice and low around towards the house. This is called the Blade Box Bend. Now you see Blade 4 has moved to the right hand side of the formation, and the guys are going to fly over the trees for an iconic manoeuvre. As far as we're aware, no other display team in the world does this. It's formation flying from 4 aircraft at 0 miles an hour. They're going to pull up and stall towards each other, just feet apart. This is the iconic Blades Hammerhead.
There they go.
Now the team are going to fly right back towards us, and this next one will happen quite quickly because the wind is going to blow them back towards Belton House. It's an important manoeuvre. It's a testament to our heritage and a testament to those brave few that fought all those years ago in the Great Battle of Britain. And it also goes to the name of this evening's event. It speaks for itself. We simply call this Spitfire Roll. So that was the Spitfire roll. It's Blades 1, 2, 3 and 4 right over the top there. Now, here is a unique fact about the Blades. You might not know it, but we actually operate as an aerobatic airline, which means you can actually fly in the front seat of the blades and do some of the close formation aerobatics that you see this evening. Albeit not as extreme as some of the things that you see with the pilots this evening, but certainly formation loops, barrel rolls and other gentle aerobatics. Now, what we're going to be doing this evening later on is my colleague Chris Norton will be on stage doing an auction where you can bid to fly with the blades, and then we're going to be down at the RAF Association Wings Appeal stand, which is to my right, so your left. So you can come down there and have a chat with the team at the end, and also Chris will run through that auction and remind you of all the facts as well. So don't forget, you can dig deep and fly with the blades for a great cause, which is the RAF Association Wings Appeal this evening. Now here we go with something very different, blade 4 on top, everyone else putting in a few for the rudder, wave those flags for some crazy flying! Now leading the team this year is blade 1, Mark Cutmore. He was a Jaguar pilot in the Royal Air Force and also in the Red Arrows. In the blade 2 position we have Chris Carter. Like Mark, he was a Jaguar pilot, and so too was Blade 4, Andy Evans, who was a Jaguar pilot. And the 4th pilot, which is Blade 3, Miles Garland, was actually a Harrier pilot. So Miles gets plenty of banter from his 3 teammates who are all Jaguar pilots. But between them, well over 30,000 hours of flying experience, flying for you this evening here at a blustery Belton house. Now pulling up at half-second intervals above the parklands, we call this one the Snake. And the smoke will come on now. Now it's only a small aircraft, 24-foot wingspan, but just to show you can do some big air going over the top, blowing follow the leader. This is the Blades Whirlpool.
Oh wow, look at that.
So the blades, we've already had a very, very busy day. This is our 3rd display. Earlier on we were displaying at RAF Coningsby for their Families Day, and we've also displayed locally at the Wickenby Wings and Wheel Festival. So we've already had a busy day, and indeed we've had a busy season. We've also recently launched a new website, which is theblades.com, and on there you can find out all the information you need to know about the team and the aircraft, and also more about flying with the blades. And as I mentioned, my colleague Chris Norton will be on this stage afterwards to give you the opportunity to fly with the blades, spend a day with the team, meet and greet them, and just generally get involved and have a very, very good day. So don't forget, the auction will follow, and trust me, flying with the blades is an unforgettable and very, very exciting experience. Now we're going to move into the second half of the display now, mix it up a little bit, do some pair work, and do some more solo flying from Blade 4. And Mark's going to pull the team upwards into a loop and then twist the team, focusing on the house as he splits them for the blades van break. Now watch the outside 2 aircraft as they pull up with some synchronised spinning, and it's the blade on the left that is calling the manoeuvres from his cockpit, and the blade on the right that has to follow in turn. Now look straight into the sky high above the trees, and you'll watch out for blades 1 and 4. They're going to pull up, and this one is for our sponsors, the RAF Association Wings Appeal, blades 1 and 4 stalling just feet apart, and we call this one the Wings. Now some of you may have seen the film Top Gun, and you've seen the birdie moment, and you don't actually think that can happen in a plane, but here at the Blades we just make it happen. Blade 1 is going to be upside down on top of Blade 4. Blade 1 will push, minus 5G. Blade 4 will pull positive, 6G. There's the turn, so they're inverted on top of one another, and they will push and pull respectively into the vertical for the Blades mirror stall splits. Now there's the stall and there's the split. Now they're already thinking about the next one, and what you're about to see shouldn't actually be able to happen in an aircraft. They are going to flick the back of the tail around the front of the engine, and it's almost as if they are somersaulting and spinning and tumbling and twisting back down to the park. It's all in formation. It's blades 1 and 4. This is called the Twin Tumbles.
Oh, blimey, look at that.
Now, if you look up into the cloudy distance, you'll just be able to make out blades 2 and 3. Blade 2 is going to fly a barrel roll around blade 3, and then they're going to fly directly towards the stage and then split for the blades 1 and 1. And there will be 10G in the cockpit here. And that was the call from blade 2 milestone to split the team. Now on the left hand side is blade 2, on the right hand side is blade 3. They're going to pull up into the vertical, a quick quarter turn and a snap roll, and then they're going to fly directly down the display line towards each other. In fact, they haven't done a snap roll, they've done a gentle turn instead. But anyway, they're going to fly directly towards each other. Now the blade on the right is having to hang up a little bit more because he's got the wind behind him, and the blade on the left will already be flying down towards the park. This is a combined speed of well over 400 miles an hour. This is their Blades 1v1 cross, and it'll happen right in the middle. Now just when you start a flute, they're going to go around a circle and do it all over again. Now again, look high into the sky, you'll just be able to make out the other two blades flying back towards us. I'm just struggling to see them, my eyesight's not great. Ah, here they are. You can just see them coming out of the cloud there and flying towards us. This is blade 4 flying at us at full speed, so he's going to show off some more of his solo manoeuvres as he flies directly towards us. Now Andy uses quite a rough combination of rudder pedals here and controls the input to twist and turn and spin the aircraft back down to the park. And listen to the engine whir and work as he comes tumbling back down. Now do remember folks, you can do some of the manoeuvres in these aircraft that you've seen this afternoon, albeit the gentle manoeuvres, so mostly the rolls and the loops, but if you do fancy, you can do some more of the extreme manoeuvres. It's well worth digging deep in your pockets and having a go at flying the blades. It's great fun. Now blade 4 again is up over the top there, hovering the aircraft, pushing over the top. He'll pull a little bit of G there over the top, and he's already looking over his left shoulders, looking out for blades 1, 2 and 3. Now you'll just have to bear with me as the blades fly towards us. I can't quite see them because my eyesight is not too good, but trust me, I'm not a pilot, I'm a public relations executive, so my job is to commentate and work on the ground. But now I can see them, they are coming directly towards us, and blade 4 is going to fly directly to blade 1 and pull up underneath his smoke. And at the same time, blades 2 and 3 will roll around blade 1, and we call this one the Gatling.
Oh.
Now blade 4 is going to finish off here and come over the top, and he'll rejoin blades 1, 2 and 3. Now the guys are going to position themselves for their last manoeuvre this evening. You do remember the charity auction is going to come up after this, and then myself and the Blades team and the Blades girls will be on the ground at the RF Association Wingsfield stand with Chris Osborne and his team, and it's definitely worth popping on there to find out how you can fly with the Blades and how you can do some of the manoeuvres that you've seen this afternoon. Also, do check out on your website, theblades.com. You can find out all about the team on there and find our Twitter and Facebook handles too. If you're using Twitter now, do check us out, the Blades team. Myself and Natasha work very hard keeping that up to date, and it's definitely worth following the Blades on Twitter. Now we've already done 2 displays today, and we've had some pretty big cheers as the Blades finish their display, but there's lots of people here today. This is a good arena, and I want to hear the biggest cheer possible as the 2012 Blade display team pull up for the palm tree split. So there we go, boys and girls, mums and dads, give it up one more time for the 2012 Blade Display Team. Have a great evening, folks. Remember, dig deep in your pockets, have a super evening, and I'll pass back over to Melvin. Cheers, Melvin.
I did amazing.
James, absolutely fantastic. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely superb. I know we were disappointed earlier that we didn't have the Spitfire with us, but the blue skies are coming out for us now as well. Absolutely fantastic. Wave your flags in the air. I think you've done it. You've sorted the weather out for us. Chris Norton is also with me from the Blades. Now,